Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Anna and I'm a little bit spooky, and today we're just gonna have a cup of coffee with each other and play in some makeup and catch up on life. Like have a little conversation, if you will. We're playing with the Urban Decay G-Train palette. This is one of the On the Run minis, and just creating this nice little rusty look while we talk, catch up on life, and have some coffee. So if you wanna see how I got this look and hang out for a bit, go ahead and keep on watching. But before you do, please like and subscribe and comment down below. Let me know what you're up to lately. How are things going? How are you holding up out there? I know it's a lot right now. And so let me know in the comments and let's have a conversation. And without further ado, grab your coffee and let's get started on this look. Good afternoon. I think, yeah, it's like noon right now-ish. It's a little afternoon. Alright, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a half makeup tutorial, half get ready with me kind of thing, because I want to do a little updatey stuff and I wanted to play with a palette. This is the Urban Decay On the Run G-Train palette. I got it on sale a while back from Sephora, and it's got these beautiful green tones, but we're not going to mess with the greens because I've been doing so many green looks lately. We're just going to stick to these, this side. Probably gonna just do something kind of warm and nice and let you know what I decide to do as we go. Ooh, we get to peel the little mirror off. This is my favorite part of a new palette right here. Let's do it together, shall we? Oh, so satisfying, isn't it? It's one of the most satisfying things ever. So yeah, we're gonna play with this palette. And I've already primed my eyes, put my brows on, all that, so we don't have to waste time with it. And I just want to sit down and talk a little bit while we get ready. I'm actually going to my boss's house for dinner because we've been working with it all week, making face masks. And he's like, look, just Friday night or Saturday night, y'all just come over, hang out, or Saturday evening. We're just gonna have dinner. We're gonna do maybe a little work that, you know, just kind of trickles in throughout the day. Like I need to update some orders and stuff like that, but he's like, it's not gonna be like a work day. We're just gonna hang out and chill. There's only gonna be 4 of us. You know, we're not doing a big gathering or anything like this. And I've been over there every single day this week working because, that's why I haven't put hardly anything going on social media lately, because I've been incredibly busy. I've been like almost swamped with work. We started making face masks for general public and for health care workers and stuff, and whew, it's been a lot. So let's go ahead and just get started. I'm going to take a breakdown and put that under my brow bone. But if you didn't know, I work for a leather goods company. We had the capability to make face masks, so we just started doing it to help out. My boss's wife is a nurse practitioner, and so she wanted some, you know, for work to hide her N95 and all that, because she thought it was ugly. And she has a lot of, like, you know, kid patients and stuff. So she wanted something cute to wear to work. And then right after that, the CDC said to start wearing face masks. Because initially it was just going to be like some one-off scrub, hat, and mask sets. Well, the demand started rolling in after that, and we were so overwhelmed with orders, it was insane. We're currently fulfilling an order of 200 masks for a nursing home. It's just been all hands on deck all week. I usually work remotely for the most part, and just do like social media management and keep up the Facebook page, website information, all that kind of stuff. Like I'm a behind the scenes kind of person. I'm not usually hands on with the materials very often, but he wants us to learn. He wants me to learn how to make stuff anyway, just to do it in case he needs help. So we're taking a Subway next and start bringing that through the transition. So anyway, that's what I've been doing all week, is learning how to work with fabric and making face masks. I've never messed with fabric in my life. Never took home ec, any of that kind of stuff. Don't know what the hell I'm doing, really. It's been learning on the job, and I've learned how to use what I call the pizza cutter, which is actually a rotary cutter. You know, you just roll it along the fabric and cut it. I've nicked myself a handful of times, bled a lot, you know, that kind of thing. But other than that, I'm really good at cutting fabric now and not cutting the pattern that I'm using to cut them around. And I'm pinning things together, matching the fabrics, getting them ready to be stitched. My friend Lila is doing the initial stitch. The boss finishes them up with the elastic bands or bias tape, whatever we got on hand. That's another problem, is that materials are so scarce right now. Like trying to find elastic is like trying to find toilet paper. It's it's impossible. So thankfully some people actually donated us some plastic or some elastic come across some here and there, and we've been using bias tape. And we now have a bias tape maker, which I will be making tape Monday. Bias tape is just a fabric trim that's ironed and pressed and folded a certain way to where you just throw a stitch in. That's all that is. But we got a little thing to make it ourselves. So we're going to use just some of our solid color fabrics and make it, because we do have a good bit of solid, but we're running out of like the football patterns, or we are out currently of Saints and LSU patterned fabric because everybody was wanting that. Because, you know, if I have the fabric, I was gonna, like, you know, let people pick the mask. It's worked out pretty good. And, you know, if they don't care, I'm just like male or female, you know, pattern would just give me a ballpark idea, because we got so much fabric to choose from, but certain fabrics are just flying out the window. I'm just building up Subway still in the crease. That's what I've been doing every day this week for about some days, 10-hour days, depending. Like yesterday we shut down kind of early just because it was Friday. We were pretty much caught up on orders. I mean, I still have about 10 orders to fulfill. But I mean, we told everybody it's going to be a little bit of a turnaround, you know, it's going to take a little bit because of the volume of orders. And it's a 3-man team, you know, we're doing it ourselves. And we had a sewing machine malfunction. The sewing machine broke. I had to return it, get another one. Sewing machines were out of stock, so we had to wait like a day before we can even return it and exchange it to get another one. Thankfully, they got some in stock and we were able to do that. But that's really what had put us behind, was the sewing machine crapping out. And it was brand new. There was something wrong with the bobbin, apparently. I think he put the wrong bobbin in, and that was what was wrong. The wrong size bobbin. And it was making it clog up and go crazy. The boss had taken the machine completely apart and reassembled it and returned it because it just wouldn't work. We thought it was burnt up. The motor had messed up in it. Something was wrong. He had already ordered another part to fix it, and the part was taking like over a week to get here. So we're like, you know what? Let's just exchange it if you can, if they have it in stock. And he's like, okay. So we got it exchanged. And now the new ones started acting up again too. What the hell? Turns out the bobbin, the little plastic bobbin, we had, you know, a handful of them floating around the shop. Some of them have just the teentiest curve that you could barely tell with the naked eye. And that was causing the problem. So they had to be like completely flat. It was making it catch in the machine and making everything just back up, and the thread was going crazy and it was getting tangled. You couldn't get 2 stitches done without it going just messing up. Needles were breaking, stitches were getting skipped, like all these issues just because of a bobbin that was slightly different than another bobbin. If you know, a bobbin is just the little teeny tiny little thingy that the thread goes around and goes inside the machine. It's a teeny tiny piece of plastic, and you could buy them by like the buttload, you know, a shit ton of bobbins in one go, and you just wrap your thread around it with a little thing. Usually the machine wraps it for you. It has a thing on top. I'd actually tried to film this video, or film a get ready with me thing, last Friday, and I was trying to edit it last night, and the footage was fine. It was just, my mood was so bad in this video. It was just depressing to watch. Like I didn't want to upload it. I'd end up deleting it because it was just, I don't know, it was all over the place. It was a mess. It wasn't a good video. You could see that like my mental state was awful for one thing. My energy level was terrible. Like I was hyped up on Monster energy drinks because I was drinking a Mocha Monster because I bought like a little 4-pack of them. So I was like hyped up on that, but my anxiety was like through the roof also because I'm a genius and decided to get hyped up on caffeine on a day that was super anxious. And so I was sitting there just filming to entertain myself or to take my mind off of what was going on. But yeah, my dad had surgery last Friday, and that's what I was just doing some makeup, getting ready to go to work because I had to actually work that day and they weren't allowing me to go to the hospital because of everything going on. You can only have one designated person. Didn't have anything to do. And I was just in a ball of nerves, you know, anxious about the surgery and stuff. And I was just throwing some makeup on to go to work, and I was kind of playing, just kind of meditate and calm my mind down. But the video was just not good. It was a mess, and it was I couldn't get it to edit properly because I was in it was not a cohesive video by any means. And I don't know, that was like probably the peak of my anxiety doing all this was that day, because that's when like our state numbers were like shooting up like crazy with the coronavirus stuff, and our projected models were like terrible. It looked like basically everybody in the state was gonna get sick, and it was a very, very scary week last week. And then my dad having surgery on top of that. It looks like Louisiana has reached their peak this week. Looks like it, you know, who knows really. Oh, by the way, I'm taking tunnel and deepening up the crease in outer V. But it looks like the numbers are kind of leveling off and, you know, or maybe flattening the curve here. And say, like, we've been taking tons of precautions. Like, if I have to go out, I'm wearing gloves, I'm mask, the whole 9 yards. And for the most part, I'm seeing people do the same and staying 6 feet apart. You know, we got the line at Walmart where you have to wait. And, like, we had to go to Joann's to get supplies. And it was, I think we waited outside for almost an hour because they're only allowing, like, 2 people in the store. 2 or 4 people in. And you had to wait for, you know, 2 to come out before we could go in. And it was just, it's so busy because everybody else was wanting sewing supplies at that day, too. There's starting to be a light at the end of the tunnel in Louisiana, finally. Like, it's still scary. We're like 20,000 cases in. With our population, that is a incredibly high number. We don't have a huge population. So, we're like up there with, the, you know, New York and New Jersey as far as bad. But we haven't had any more people add to a ventilator in like over a week now, looks like. That number stayed the same. The death rate hasn't really jumped too much recently, like within the last couple of days anyway. I think 5 people have died in my parish. It's still obviously terrible that 5 people have died, but the number has been very slow here. I'm trying to look at it objectively. So if I sound a little bit cold, that's the only way I can talk about this kind of stuff, is to be a little disconnected. Yeah, I guess kind of cold about it because it's just so bad that if I let myself get emotional about it, I'll fall apart kind of thing. It's just a little coping mechanism I have. Last Friday, I think my dad had about 6 inches of his colon removed because he had colon cancer. And the surgery went really well. They didn't find any additional cancer while they were doing the surgery. He is healing fantastically. They sent him home early because he was healing so well. And they're like, well, you know, you're doing great. Everything's fine. We're going to go ahead and send you home so you're less at risk of catching the virus, you know, in public. Go home, you know, and be in quarantine. And he's got a follow-up this coming Wednesday. But anyway, the pathology came back and it came back clean. So they got all the cancer, which is such a relief. He's in great spirits. He's feeling pretty good. He's very sore though. It was a laparoscopic surgery. So they made like a hole above and below his navel and then 2 on the sides of his stomach. And he said they're just really sore, you know, to get up and down and move around. But he's getting around fine. They told him to, you know, walk and stuff. And they had him walk in the night after the surgery. Anyway, he's been up and, you know, doing stuff around the house, making his own breakfast and everything, eating soft foods. He can't eat anything too solid right now or like too much. You know, he's gotta be careful because he's still healing internally. But anyway, everything is good there. I'm going back in the Subway, blending. As I was pulling my hair out Friday, like when I was filming, because I was so upset that I couldn't be there with him, and I was just, my little brain could not function. All I could focus on was just making face masks that day. And I'm very happy that we kind of ended up having to do those orders because it gave me something to focus on and worry over. And it's also, I think it has helped my like anxiety with just all of this anyway. And we're being very precautious at the shop. I mean, there's only 3 of us there, and we have hand sanitizer everywhere. We wear masks and gloves. We're around people, anything like that. Very safe. And I said my boss's wife is a nurse, so she's very precautious and makes sure we're being good. Unfortunately, my husband's schedule got changed, which sucks. They've got him on straight 7-day work schedule. He usually does 3 on, 2 off, and then vice versa, and it swaps days and nights. Right now, he's on 7 straight nights work. And it's like I probably got to see him this week because I usually don't get finished working until past 5 or 6. He's already gone to work, so we see each other in the morning. But today I'll actually get to have lunch with him, which is nice. We'll have 7 days off this coming week, which is awesome. I'll get to have him home for 7 days. So I kind of like that part. In theory, this schedule sounds great. Sometimes things go really haywire at his job and it's all hands on deck, you know, unclogging a feeder or messing with a boiler that is, you know, thousands of degrees because he works at a power plant. You know, it's not an easy job. You know, sometimes it's really scary and very dangerous, and like 7 nights of, you know, having to hit something with a sledgehammer for 12 hours is terrible. And it's up and down stairs all night and just very physically demanding. It can be sometimes. Sometimes it's not. It depends. I'm just steadily building up tunnel. Like, I want that to be a bit deeper. My boss said, he was like, I want to do something really nice for you guys for coming in and doing this and helping me so much. Like, we come in and put a whole like system in of how the orders are getting done and everything. Like, really like made an organized thing. Like, I've got everything sorted and we got, you know, so we know what's going on. We have fulfilling orders over here and progress orders. I've made lists, like type stuff up. Like, it's a whole thing that we've done. He's like, I couldn't have done this without y'all. And so he's like, what is something y'all want? Like, what can I do for y'all? He's like, do you need filming equipment? Something like that. He's like, what do you need for your YouTube channel? And just get me a Sephora gift card. I was like, don't, no, because like what I do need would be like a $5,000 camera. I thought about asking him for a mic. I was like, nah. I think wanting me to work for a more permanent basis, like more consistently in the shop, which I'm fine with. I didn't think I would like creating stuff with leather or fabric, but I actually do kind of enjoy it. Definitely a learning curve for me because I've never done anything like that. I don't have a natural instinct for it, I guess. And I'm good with the customers. I like doing the customer service and that part of it a lot. So I'm having fun with that. I'm gonna take a little bit of tracks, I think, on the lid. I'm still fidgeting around with like camera angles and stuff, so I'm trying something new today. And we'll see how this works out. I don't know. I'm also trying to be conscious of not looking down and talking. This is that last video I filmed. It was so bad. I was just like completely off screen, just rambling and fussing. I was grumping about stupid shit on Twitter because everybody was mad because they were getting unfollowed and blocked and stuff, and I was just so over it. It's like, really? This is what we're worried about? Like, oh, I was on one. I was definitely on one in that video, and it was not a good video. So I've been doing my guild work as I edit a little bit of content and get caught up on all that kind of stuff. I haven't had time to reply to comments in a week and a half. Like, I don't even open like apps right now. I'm just like, by the time I'm done messing with work and just kind of worried about everything else, my brain is fried. My 2 little brain cells are just like, there's just fumes coming off of them at this point. At least I do thrive on being busy and keeping busy. So that has, having something to do right now beyond just my stuff has been very beneficial. I'm taking City Kitty on the inner part here. And say I've got 3 palettes here I haven't got the chance to touch. I imagine they would do really well over a wet base or applying with a damp brush. I'm gonna try that. I just want to see how it does. I'm just gonna spritz my brush real quick and jump into City Kitty. There she is. Yep, that looks good. Freaking Monster Energy drink. The Mocha Loca one. I'm like insane about those. They're so addictive. Oh god, there goes the weed eater. And it's like, I bought the 4-pack of them last week when I went grocery shopping because I was missing my latte. And I was sick of my own coffee that I make at home. And I forgot how much like I love the stupid Mocha Loca Monster Energy drinks. Like, they're not good, but they're good. I mean, they're terrible for you. They're pure garbage. Nothing good in that. A ton of sugar and calories and carbs. But yeah, but me during quarantine has basically been just give me the garbage. Just let me eat the shit. Just eating terrible. Like, I straight up just bought a bunch of junk food, boxed food, like super unhealthy stuff that I don't normally eat at all. I usually am pretty good about my diet. I eat a lot of fresh stuff, and yeah, it's just been like either fast food or boxed meals, lots of beans and rice, which, I mean, I love. It's one of my favorite things is red beans and rice type of meals. But shit, I can't eat it very often. It's just too many carbs. My body does not like carbs. I've probably gained 20 pounds during this. I haven't had a chance to finish doing my cleaning, my house cleaning stuff. To be fair, I need my husband home to do a lot of that, what I've got to do next, because it is in the kitchen and I can't reach anything because I'm incredibly short. I'm gonna jump back in the tunnel, so I'm waiting for his days off to get me everything down from the top cabinets so we can move on to the next stage in the series. And I'm just gonna edit the rest of it, which would be like my bathroom declutter and organizing. I've started on the bedroom. Again, there's something else I'm needing his help with to finish. My living room I can't really get to right now because I have all the donation stuff in there. And I don't think Goodwill's open for donation. I wonder if their donation center's just open. I'm gonna have to look at that because I just want to drop this stuff off and get rid of it. I need it out of my house. I think this looks really nice. It's just a nice springtime look. Jello liner. I think I'm gonna take this brown gel liner pencil from Mosquito. I'm really trying to pay attention more while I'm filming to staying still. I have a hard time just staying still. I'm like all over the place. And I watch other people's videos and they don't move around. Like they're just like mannequins. I'm like, how do you do that? My least favorite thing about spring and summer is the constant people mowing their yards. It's like constant, and then my allergies start going nuts because I'm just allergic to nature in general and outdoors. You can hear it in my voice because I've had some pretty bad allergies all week. If I start sounding like a little froggy and kind of hoarse, it's because of that, not because I'm sick or anything. I'm gonna clean up this fallout and do my face, and we'll be right back for finishing touches. Just kidding, let's go ahead and do the lower lash line. I just popped on a little bit of concealer just right up here to prime, and I'm going to, my computer just dinged. I'm just gonna take the same little brush I've been using. I'm gonna open one side of it with this shade Subway and just kind of blend it along, kind of blow it out. So how are you guys handling all this right now? Are we adjusting a little bit? Has anxiety calmed down some? Last week I was through the roof with anxiety. Just didn't know what to do because, I mean, to be completely honest with you, this is my ultimate fear. Is something like this kind of a disaster scenario. It's something I have nightmares about often. And for it to really be happening, it's like my brain can't even process it. And I know it is trying to process it because I'm having like zombie dreams, which is usually what I have when I'm really stressed. It's kind of my like anxiety dream is a zombie dream because I'm incredibly terrified of zombies. Like that is my true biggest, you know, people are scared of something to the point where they cry. It's that. Like I cry, I freak out, I freeze up, I feel like I'm gonna faint. I can't with anything to do with zombies. Yeah, this kind of plays into that a little bit, you know, the virus. And yeah, this is just playing right into that fear. And then last week, you know, just being so worried about my dad and seeing all these scary numbers and everything, I was losing my mind and was having the nightmares and stuff, maybe sleeping like an hour, jumping awake in fear, sleep an hour, jump awake in fear, and I was by myself at night, which I don't sleep good alone anyway. But this week, I think I'm coping a lot better. Part of it's because I've had something to do. And I just haven't been able to sit there and think and stare at the news and stuff. Being busy and having something going on to do. This is something that's kind of helping out, I guess, with the community. I didn't have time to sit there and look at the news and everything. And, you know, wasn't left to my own devices. Because if I'm working for myself from home, like doing YouTube and my blog and social media and stuff, I make the rules. I can sit there and do what I want. I don't have to be so disciplined. But, you know, but being in that work setting and stuff, I wasn't sitting there playing on my phone at all because I would just, you know, unless I was just really taking a break, which he would probably tell me to take a break, you know, it kind of, I guess my mind wasn't sitting there circling thinking about it, and it's helped me just adjust, I guess, some. And it really does feel like a new normal at this point because I think we're gonna be on lockdown until May 30th or like around June. I'm pretty sure stuff's really not gonna be back to normal in Louisiana until about August. What I've heard. Okay, I'm gonna go do my face and I'll be right back. Okay, got my face finished with foundation, concealer, contour, bronze. I went ahead and lined my lips with the Essence lip liner in the nude. I just want something to kind of outline them because I'm gonna go with a pre-lipstick in a minute. And I went ahead and did I also went ahead and did mascara and put a little bit of the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Anatomy, which is from the Basquiat collection. I just put that in the waterline on the bottom for like this pop of orange. And I love that on the waterline. I think it looks so good with a warm eye like this. And for mascara, I used the It Superhero Mascara. And yeah, let's go ahead and do some blush and highlight. For highlight, I think I'm just gonna go in with the NYX High Glass finishing powder. Kind of build it up on the cheeks a little bit, maybe around the face. And then I'm gonna top it with the I'm So Lit loose powder from Wet n Wild, just in the very highest points. I love to layer highlighter. I don't know, it's a thing. I'm gonna apply this a little more broadly, the NYX finishing powder. It just gives it a very subtle, like, natural glow. And I'm gonna take the I'm So Lit now from Wet n Wild, and I'm just gonna hit the highest points right here with it. I'm not gonna overdo it today. I kind of kept the skin, I tried to keep the skin as light as possible. I'm having some dry skin issues and stuff because I've been really slacking on my skincare, and I can tell. Let's go ahead and pop on some blush using Luminoso from Milani. This is a really old Bobbi Brown brush that my dog ate the end of. For lips, I'm using something new I just got a little while ago. This is a Marc Jacobs. It didn't have the full name on it, but it's a Marc Jacobs. I'll put on the screen what it is. In the shade Burn Notice. This is like a liquid lip pencil, I think is what he called it, or what they call it. And it's in this very warm brown, kind of rusty shade. It's just a tie in good with the eyes. It's very, very slippy. I don't find that to be the easiest product to work with. It gets a little messy out here. Oh yeah, my nails are just, let's not even talk about them. And my eyebrows, they're all over the place. But okay, let's do some finishing spray or some setting spray and we will be done. Okay, and this is the look all finished. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and keeping me company. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing okay out there and holding up well and all that, and staying safe and doing what you can to flatten the curve, all that kind of thing. That is all for today. I will see y'all in the next one. Stay spooky, stay safe, stay home. Bye now.